Hi guys, and welcome to another unboxing and first impressions. Today we're unboxing two watches from MMI watches. They come from Singapore. They started as a Kickstarter brand, but now they're making regular models, and these two can be had as a pre-order, and they expect to do the first deliveries in May and June of 2022. So let's check out the package and see how these two models look. Okay, so this is the packaging. Been wrapped. Okay, let's unwrap it from here, throw that away. Pretty cool logo. It looks almost like something, an on-off switch, so like it's a smartwatch, but these are not smartwatches. Okay, let's pull out this sleeve, and this box is quite heavy since they're two watches and they're both done in stainless steel. Inside we get a leather pouch. Let's unwrap that one. Okay, there we go. And inside we get the card, which you will be getting with yours. It's also a warranty. Okay, let's move this away. And here are the two watches. Let's pull them out and move this away. So which one are we gonna take a look at first? Okay, let's take a look at this one. This one is called, both are called Turret, and this is the Turret Diver. That one is the Turret Chronograph. And these watches are 40 millimeters by 47, so they should wear perfectly on my 6.7 inch wrist. This one is powered by the Seiko with the Seiko NH35 movement, meaning it's automatic. It comes with both hacking and hand winding, and they did a date complication called rota date, meaning that there's this indicator that travels around the dial to indicate the date. So let's try to test it so you can see how it works. But we'll first make sure to move the hands away from midnight, just so we don't break the date mechanism. Let's move these hands as well. Okay, now pull it to the first click. And as you can see, there's this little indicator that shows you where the date is. Pretty cool. Wow. Okay, that's very, very cool. The design is pretty angular and modern, but very original. So like I said, 40 by 47, and this one being mechanical, it's 13.6 millimeters thick. Comes with 200 meters of water resistance, a sapphire crystal, a flat sapphire, with up to 10 layers of anti-reflective coating, but on the inside only, which is just the way I like it. It comes with a 120 click bezel, which is kind of buried into the case. So these case angles, the points here actually protect the bezel from accidental movement and also from hits. Very cool. The grip looks pretty well made, so let's test the bezel and see how it works. It's actually pretty easy to operate given just how small the grip actually is. 120 clicks, and the insert is IP coated steel, so it's not ceramic, it's not aluminium, it's made out of steel, something that Seiko also does pretty often. That's the case back, pretty simple. The bracelet comes with solid links, solid end links, and a machined clasp with, as you can see, micro adjustments, and the links are held with screws. I wish they added the glide system, which is pretty good once you get used to it. That's pretty much it when it comes to the diver. Okay, let's try to put it on my wrist. But like I said, being 40 by 47, it should be pretty much perfect. These, if you get them in the pre-order phase, and look at it on my wrist, yep, pretty much perfect. Very good. In the pre-order phase, you get 30% off retail, putting this watch at $288, which is a pretty decent price. The dial, I believe, has some kind of a horizontal brushing, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it shows on the camera, but like I said, this is just the unboxing and first impressions. I will be doing a full review, and in that review, we'll be able to see just how it actually looks under macro. But so far it really looks pretty original and pretty well made. Okay, let's move that one away and move on to this one. Also called the turret. It shares the same case design. It seems to share the same bezel design as this one. The dimensions are pretty much the same. So again, 40 by 47, but this one being Mecaquartz, it's slightly thinner at 12.6 millimeters. It comes with the same bracelet and same clasp, the same case back as well. Also with a sapphire crystal. This one is also coated on the underside only. I believe the bezel action is going to be the same. Well, actually on this one, it's slightly better. It's more pronounced. The clicks are more pronounced and more precise, while the operation itself is slightly smoother. Very cool. The dial is pretty simple, white with these contrasting subdials. And being a Seiko Mecaquartz, it means that not only do you get this movement of the seconds hand that imitates a mechanical watch, but you also get an instant reset once you stop the seconds hand. Very cool. And believe it or not, they even included the date complication on this one as well. Although on this one, it's on the outer part of the dial. So let's just move it so it jumps. Okay, put it to the first click. Yup, the same rota display or rota date complication. Very cool. I actually like this. This is pretty original, especially compared to the usual date window that you get. Very cool that they made the effort to make this. This one seems to have like the screw-in pushers, but I believe this is just for styling purposes. It cannot be screwed in or screwed out because the pushers operate regardless of this. So this is just a fixed piece, which is a shame. They should have put either true screw-in pushers or just put a regular polished sleeve instead of this. This kind of gives it a fake note, but I do like the way this watch looks. Now I'll put it on my wrist, although the dimensions are pretty much the same as that one, but this one I believe has slightly smaller dial, or appears slightly smaller, so it might actually wear smaller. And look at it. On my 6.7-inch wrist, again, looks pretty much perfect. It doesn't overhang, but it does have some wrist presence. Very nice. Okay, now let's try to do the Lume shot on both of these. Oh yeah, and this one will retail, again, it's in the pre-order phase. Again, 30% off retail, and you can have it for $323. So this one is $288, this one is $323, and they'll both be delivered in like May or June. So if you're interested in them, I'll leave the link to their webpage so you can pre-order them, because the pre-order price is pretty decent. Once you lose that 30% discount, the price is gonna be a bit steeper. Very cool. Okay, let's charge the watches, and then we're gonna turn off the light to see how the Lume is on these ones. Okay, let's bring them in. Let the camera focus and turn off the lights. And there we go. Even the date indicator is actually lumed. I don't know if you can see them. They're this orange, like little hashes. This one has the chapter ring loomed as well, and the Lume is pretty good on this one. This one also, but because you can see just how small this dial is when you look at the loomed markers compared to this one. This one is better proportioned in the dark, but this one to me is better proportioned in the daylight. The bezel is loomed as well, the hands also. Very cool. And this one even has the not just the subdial hands, but the chronograph seconds hand is also loomed. Very cool. But I do like the fact that they loomed the date indicator. Okay, so that's it when it comes to these two MMI watches. Like I said, stay tuned for the full review. When I do some macro shots, we're gonna see how well they're made under macro. But overall, I do like the design, and I especially like the size. That's it. I hope you enjoyed and found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.